And when I came back into the city, it was just a lot going on, and that really affected me for a long time. It took me a while to get over that. It took me a long time to get over that. So the desert was my favorite part. And then stopping, that was like kind of cool too. I was good with stopping. What time is it? 8:36, 8:40. Really appreciate y'all spending a little time letting me ramble in front of you. Something that's going to be really spectacular. It's already really special, and I honestly, when I say this, I honestly mean it. I ain't trying to be cliche nothing, but I love y'all for doing this and for being who you are and having the heart to get out here and do this and go through this. And I hope that we can go forward and keep building on it. I hope we can keep building on it. Thank you. And stay warm, because it's cold out here. So leaving TSU, they showed up big, and it's a good start. It's a really good start to the beginning of something that we may look back on and be proud of one of these days. On to the next spot, which is the Caroline Collective and the Sleepout by Noah's Kitchen. Let's go.
Had the honor of being on the campus, and just not to keep doing this beautiful advertising of that wonderful school, but he happened to be a product of Prairie View A&M University as well. You know, we're not trying to keep pumping it up, but I remember getting an email. This was 2007, so MySpace was still relatively popular. But he sends a message out to us on the list saying that he was about to walk from Houston to LA to raise homeless awareness. And my first response was, who gave you that idea?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Is there a better way? Flight tickets too high? I mean, you know. So, you know, and all of it for me with the movie Forrest Gump, so we figured he gonna grow big, just keep trucking it, get a shoe deal. But it wasn't like that, but we followed him. And this brother had some amazing experiences on the tour. And out of that is the reason why we're here tonight, because he didn't want it to stop there. But he wanted to do something where we all could get involved in this cause. So he came up with this idea along with others for the Sleep Out.
Yes, sir.
And the first two, they've been able to raise $100,000 plus for search homeless services, raising this money. I think we should get $100,000. I ain't say $100,000, but $100,000. And this brother has taken on a passion, and I admire the fact when a man gets latched on to a purpose and he's not afraid nor intimidated nor to talk about this issue, and he's constantly on it. So I don't want to delay any further, because this is second stop of the night and he has a whole other to do. So I want you to please receive our beloved brother Noah Rattler to the microphone.
Appreciate it, Brother Jesse. How's everybody doing?
Yes, sir.
Is it cold enough for you?
Yes, sir. Yeah. No, we want a little bit colder.
I was actually hoping it'll rain, but it really drive the point in everybody who participated. Thank you all for having me, and I really am thankful that you all participated.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
This has been almost 4 years in the making.
Yes, sir.
I left Houston on March 24th, 2007, right around 12:30 in the afternoon. I headed north to Dallas. From Dallas, I went up to Amarillo. From Amarillo, I went through Albuquerque. Keep moving, and change doesn't happen overnight.
That's right. That's right.
It doesn't happen easily, but it does happen.
Yes, sir.
As long as we keep moving.
Yes, sir.
So once again, I appreciate y'all, love y'all, and I am going to burn. But Sister Maddie.
Yes.
Let's give it up for Noah Rattler one more time. We're going to get Sister Maddie to come over here. With the protocol, Brother Robert, I want y'all to take a picture. Oh, he presents Sister Maddie with a t-shirt now. Come on now, y'all.
The night's going pretty well. So far, so good. Through Texas Southern University and Miles 45. We're now at the Caroline Collective. Let's be
everybody who actually arranges Sleep Out. There's a limited edition "Will You Sleep With Me" t-shirt. We used to Sleep Out Saturday 2010. I'd like to present you with it.
Thank you very much.
Thank you for doing it.
I appreciate it. Thank you. Thank you for inspiring me.
We inspire each other. That's how it works. That's how it works. See, I'm a little bit.
This is the first time. Of course, y'all know that we've done this. We've had a lot of amazing people help. Noah Rattler was the man behind all of this. He's the founder of Houston Sleepout Saturday. I'd like to introduce him to you guys, and maybe he can say a few words to y'all. So, Noah.
How's everybody doing?
All right.
It's good. It's good. It's really. I'm really glad to be able to be here tonight and see everyone out participating in this thing that we're trying to do. In 2007, I walked to Los Angeles from Houston to raise awareness for homelessness. It was 1,800 miles for about 4.5 months, and it was a pretty arduous journey. I went up to Dallas, then Amarillo. So that's what I would like for y'all to do, like starting out. Long term, just be back here next year. Keep participating with Noah's Kitchen and supporting Amber and the organization and the goals of it. And we will keep building this thing and making it happen. And eventually, I'm of firm conviction that homelessness is not a mandatory part of our society. It is not something that has to exist. It's not a law of nature. It's just a side effect of the choices we've made as a collective, as a group. We change our choices. We change the effects. We change the cause. We change the effects. And homelessness we can get rid of it. It's a situation we can't handle. We just have to choose. I appreciate y'all for choosing tonight to be here, and look forward to meeting and talking with everyone on Twitter and Facebook, because I got to run away from here. I will be back a little bit later after I go to the other groups. But thank you all again, and keep at it. Thank you.
On your behalf in the spirit realm. Oftentimes we don't see it or we don't recognize it because it ain't manifest itself. But I want to let you know, your breakthrough is in your praise. That's what I'm coming to tell you tonight. Your breakthrough is in your praise. So all you've got to do is begin to lift your voice. Lift your hands. Just let out a shout. And when you do, God is going to send your breakthrough. So you've been praying, you've been fasting, but God is saying, stop praying, stop fasting, and lift up a shout. Because in your shout is your breakthrough. Your breakthrough or your blessing is in your breakthrough. It's in your praise. It's in your praise. And what's the one thing that's hard for black folk to do on a Sunday morning? It's lift up a praise, because you worried about what folks are going to say sitting next to you. But I double doubt somebody, when the church doors open, to lift up a shout. As a matter of fact, you ain't even got to wait that long. I double dog dare anybody right. If you need a breakthrough right now in your life, just begin to lift up a shout, and I guarantee before the lights come on. I ain't talking about the street lights. I'm talking about the sun. Before the sun comes up tomorrow morning, your breakthrough is going to be on your doorstep. If you just begin to lift up a shout right now. I double dog dare you. Just start lifting up a shout. Just start praising your way through your trial. Just start praising your way through your difficulty. Just lift up a shout. That's all you got to do. Just lift up a shout. Just lift him up. He said, if I be lifted up, I'll draw all men unto me. God bless you. Put your hands together for Jesus. Put your hands together for Jesus. I want to introduce y'all to somebody. I want to introduce y'all to somebody who's a great, great friend of mine. I met this brother at a get-together. A get-together maybe about 4 to 5 years ago. Maybe about 4 to 5 years ago. So when I met the brother, he blew my mind with a statement. He said, man, I'm getting ready to walk from Houston to LA. And in my mind, I'm saying, why would you want to walk? They got good transportation. You got good transportation. But even if you don't want to drive, you could ride a bus, train, or buy an airplane ticket. There's no need in the 2000 or the 21st century to have to walk from Houston to LA. But he had a greater vision. He had a greater passion to see the face of homelessness change around the continent. He had a passion. The brother got 4 brains in his head. The brother got 4 brains in his head. Graduated from Rice University. Preview. Oh, like first of the class, top of the class. No.
Thank you, Lord.
Thank you, Lord.
Not cool, Lord.
The brother is awesome.
Thank you, Lord.
The brother is awesome. Brother is awesome. He being modest, y'all. He just being modest. The brother is a bad brother. But so I don't want to prolong the time. I know he got a lot of sites to get to. So I just want to bring him up. His name is Noah Rattler to share about his vision, his passion for homelessness. So give him a hand, y'all.
Right quick. How y'all doing?
Good, how are you?
I ain't like it's cold outside. The ducks back there. This is the sign I wore from just about at Amarillo the rest of the trip. I would like to present to you for arranging this Sleepout t-shirt.
All right.
It's a limited edition t-shirt. Only people who organize sleepouts will have this shirt. And I appreciate you doing this.
Bless you, man. Thank you so much, man.
Yeah. Appreciate you doing it, bro.
Oh, man. Anytime, man. Anytime. Thank you so much, man.
All right. Noah Rattler. Noah like the art. Rattler like the snake. Purpose said in 2007, I did walk from Houston, Texas to Los Angeles, California to raise awareness for homelessness here in the United States. The journey itself was 1,800 miles and it lasted just about 4.5 months. In that 4.5 months, 3 of those months were straight walk, 20 miles a day for 90 days. The trip took me from Houston up to Dallas, and from Dallas to Amarillo. From Amarillo, straight west through Albuquerque and Flagstaff in New Mexico and Arizona, down through the Mojave Desert into Los Angeles, California. And on August the 4th, where I started March 24th, August the 4th, I completed the journey by stepping into the Pacific Ocean. It was physically tormented. It tormented me just a little bit. It took maybe 6 months to recover from everything. When I walked into California to the Mojave Desert, my right foot from the center out was burned, blistered, and I lost the sense of touch in my outer 2 toes. My left arch fell, and so every time I picked my heel up, there was a stabbing pain in my left foot. On top of that, on my right foot, off of that plantar fasciitis. So it was like a really, to have to walk another 300 miles across the state of California wasn't the best foot condition.